Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Bree at Skulls and Bones 444. This message is going to be for all Geminis out there, okay? Whether you're a feminine or a masculine, we're all Geminis and it doesn't matter where you got it in your chart. I just want to say, what is it? It's almost the afternoon now, so good afternoon. Pay attention to all the synchronicities that you're seeing, the animals and the plants that you're seeing because they all have a meaning. And I have an important message here because listen, as what I'm seeing, the karmic's karmic is working together in tandem with your masculine's karmic. Okay, because remember, the karmic cycle between you and the karmic, it's over with. It's done with. It cannot be in your energy or in your space. It's over with. So now it's these two little minions that are working together. They want to cause you some serious damage. The karmic's karmic, she's trying to cause you to have some kind of, I said a broken or sprained foot or ankle or a leg, something. Okay? Because if you have that, it's gonna make it harder for you to get around, okay? Like make you immobile. Wear proper shoes, guys. Wear proper shoes. Watch where you're fucking stepping at, like I've said for other people in the collective. Is there any water on the floor? Check for slip and falls. Is there any broken glass on the floor? Okay, 222 on the timer. Check for all of that crap. Any mud, whatever. Okay, whatever, because there's all kinds of accidents that could happen. 234 on the timer. And then your masculine's karmic, she's hell bent on yet still taking you out. But it ain't gonna happen because you're divinely protected. 444 is the number you see a lot. Okay, you're divinely protected. She wants to cause you a fatal car crash where I keep seeing that she wants you to get T-boned really bad, really bad. So bad that you either die instantly or it's gonna take you, you're gonna die on the way to the hospital because she wants you to suffer. It's sick. It really is sick. And what I'm sensing is the person that T-bones you, they naturally like to race and they're gonna be under the influence. All right. And there's also going to be a pedestrian involved too. It's like, boom, as you're T-boned, your car moves up a little bit, just teeny tiny bit, and a pedestrian riding a bicycle across the street, they're going to get hit too, and they're going to die. It's vicious. That's not going to happen. Okay? That's not going to happen. And it's also a sign of both of them wanting to stop your forward movement. 434 on the timer. Oof. All this karma's going back to them, man. Oh my God. And I feel the need to say this again from my other reading that I did that was on Scorpio. The karmic masculine, But in the past, plenty of times people have told him, stop the magic, because it was continuing to spring up karmic debt for everybody else. We're talking like, losing their houses, having to put shit up for bankruptcy, losing their vehicles, trying to rely on public transportation or losing their jobs, etc., etc. Everything that, they try to do to you. But also driving under the influence, because they're always fucked up. Driving under the influence with their kid in the car. 555 on the timer. There's a change coming big time. That blows my mind. That is beyond selfish and disgusting. And what the fuck? Well, I got a feeling that, because the karmic and the karmic feminine are going to jail eventually. Yeah, if that kid hasn't been taken away by now, because I got a feeling that CPS has been called several times, because just the family's dysfunctional, constantly fighting. The kid was around that nasty ass atmosphere, okay? And the kid was eventually taken away, put into foster care. That's what I see. And then somebody on the karmic feminine side, like an aunt maybe or whatever, took temporary custody of that kid, get him out of foster care and, temporary custody. But because these two yahoos are going to be going to jail, 7-Eleven on the timer, uh, that aunt or maybe a stepmother, whatever, is going to end up taking on full custody of that kid. And then that child is going to have to live with generational curses. Any freaking ways. There must be a serious message for you, Gemini, because these cards, when I took them off, flipped everywhere. So here we go. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Oh shit. Okay. When it comes to you being physically hurt with a foot or broken whatever, telling you is because your masculine's karmic feminine wants to beat your ass, but she's not going to be able to because you're protected. And it was also for an underhand bitch move for her to basically beat you to a pulp. But she ain't gonna be able to do that. Okay. And your masculine and the karmic could both have Gemini as their moon signs. 8:58 on timer. The moon. Geminis, Geminis. Last shuffle. Somebody who's going to a tarot reader, try and get information about what's coming next, but they cannot get any accurate answers. But hey, I know, and all other tarot readers on YouTube know that they're watching us, but we're still going to speak our truth. Oh, so cute. Look, 6 of Cups upright. This is the whole good. These are Pictures and themes from the movie, guys. Six of Cups upright is the main message. You're masculine and you. Oh, God. The nostalgia. The nostalgia on both ends. And, you guys felt like home when you were together and acted like funny kids together too. Like it wasn't, immature bullshit. It was just like tag you're in. Okay. Whoa. I told you. I done told you. Fuck. Take these shit. Wow. When they fell out of my box. Wow. And this masculine is still chewing people the fuck out. The old fake friends or snakes, as you want to call them, chewing them the fuck out because the truth is it's been out. Lordy Jesus. I'm making room because, there's been some shit going on with the readings here of I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna jinx myself. Just cards. You get it. Do some crazy shit. I'm only gonna take these three because I want to have more of the deck for clarifiers. Because, this story has been the same shit over and over and over again, as you guys know, and the the energy of this karmic has just been so fucking intense, and the energy of the coven together has been so fucking intense because it's just wants to win at all costs. Jeez. Oh, the tower. That's the next message. The tower upright. Judgment. Well, excuse me, not judgment, but this is a one hell of a change, we'll say that. It's like expect the unexpected. Whenever I see this card, have- honestly, ever since I've been able to read, fucking hate this card because whenever I see it, when I say expect the unexpected, it is like carpet being ripped up from underneath you because you're like, I never saw that coming. There's a one hell. Okay, well, sometimes change isn't bad. What I'm getting is that the masculine has a little surprise up his sleeve. 15:15 on the timer. Yep, a surprise on how they're going to you, but I'm gonna shut the fuck up. And for any of you guys that have, any new projects up your sleeve, don't tell anybody because I've got a feeling that the karmic masculine is gonna try to pay somebody through money they got from prostituting, gonna try to pay someone to come your way just to get, have a little talk, whatever, figure out how your life is going. And if you fuck up and talk about any projects you've got up your sleeve, of course they're, gonna say, "Oh, I can help you with that." And, I know how to help with money and budgeting it, blah, blah, blah. No, they fucking don't. And they're gonna take that message and they're gonna go, obviously, relay it to the karmic and other people so they can fucking ruin it or try to ruin it. Because, I mean, the karma's always gonna go back. And I keep sensing that perhaps the karmic masculine could have created their own channel here and is trying to act like a reader, or maybe they are a reader, but I don't think they are because they've been visiting readers. They've been visiting readers. So they're trying to act like one and then try to take credit for it later on, okay? And then say, oh, that you copied them. No, trust me, that's copyright infringement right there. 17:17 on the timer. Or this could have to do with documents. Documents that you were supposed to have received a long time ago from a passed on loved one with an inheritance of some sort. You're gonna be shocked because if that's the case, of course these fuckers spent it. But hey, if you gotta go to court, sue the fuck out of them. And you know what? For all the rumors and shit, sue them for defamation of her. Anyways, the magician in reverse, dark warlock. Yep, this is the karmic, the dark warlock, or dark witch. I mean, even though the karmic can never be in your energy again, he's still always going to consider himself as a dark warlock. He is still, an extreme Satanist, will never give up his beliefs. And the same thing with the other karmics. Karmic feminines. Yeah. And then you have judgment sideways like this, trying to run away from their karmic debt. This is this is the karmic trying to run away from the karmic debt. Could try to be even leaving the state, but you're already in spiritual jail, and then you're gonna be in jail here in the 3D. And I hate to say it, I don't wish it on anybody, but this dude is gonna check out because so much damage done, so many people after him. And there's just so many warrants out for his arrest because of all the crimes that he's committed that this is the first time in his life where 2010 the timer, where he didn't win, where he can't get away with shit. What the hell else can we get about this information? Nine of Cups upright. Yeah. Somebody is getting what they manifested or have been trying to manifest. While you have the Four of Cups reversed, somebody, both you and your masculine could. Oh, is that an ambulance? It sure is. Yeah, I'm telling you, this dangerous shit. Okay, with the Four of Cups in reverse, it talks about, looking at the man or the woman in the mirror and not liking what you see, but doing something about it. 2121 on the timer. Get more information on that in a minute. But the Nine of Cups upright, it's beautiful. Getting everything you manifested for. Two of Swords upright. Oh, this talks about more rumors. Trying to confuse somebody still. I'm getting a lot of downloads from this. Hold on, because there's a lot of people right now. You have the karmic going on. All he can do is want because none of the magic can work. Creating more rumors that a lot of people are not paying attention to. But the other minions, the other karmic feminines, making them try to come up with rumors and a whole chaotic situation to try to throw off the masculine again. Like psychic attacks to the crown chakra to try to confuse this masculine again. How about whether to be with you, with their karmic, but they already know. They already know what they want. They made their decision up a long time ago. And they're not stupid. You know, they know that they can't believe anybody. They can't believe anybody. Don't trust anybody is what I just heard. Yeah, don't trust anybody right now because there's too many snakes. This whole coven is, like I said, the majority of them is just all of the masculine's friends, and they're all snakes. What the hell? The Wheel of Fortune upright. Okay, they're trying to fuck up the Wheel of Fortune for you guys. Like this is kind of like the last field goal kick in a sense to try to throw off the masculine and also throw off the masculine when it comes to who he can trust and who he can't. But too smart for that shit because you got the Wheel of Fortune upright. Oh, Four of Swords upright. Yeah, resting. Resting. This talks about the masculine He knows what's true and what ain't. He knows who he is as a man. I mean, in the way past, years ago, he was emotionally immature, but not anymore. And he can rest. He's like, I don't give a shit what's being said about the feminine because he knows what's true and what ain't. And the same thing with you, feminine. You know what's true and what's not. And you're resting too. You're like, okay, whatever you say. But I don't think any of you feminines associate with these people anymore because, like I said, there's been isolation spells done on you guys. So you don't communicate with these people anymore. It's just been the masculine who has done, self-evaluation and, manifesting what the hell they want. The hermit upright. Somebody is hiding away in a cave, technically speaking. This is the dark warlock, the karmic, who is hiding away because they don't want to face their judgment. They don't want to look at themselves in the mirror and realize, the monster of a person that they are. And they're also trying to hide away from the authorities. Suspension, hanged man upright. Yep. Everybody knows what's happened. He's hanging upside down by a tree being persecuted. The same way that he and everybody else persecuted you, now it's on him. And he's embarrassed as fuck for the fact that he got caught because he's never been caught before. Then you have, what is it, 5, 6, 7, 8 of wands. Talks about creativity, but also omens. The masculine is very creative. The creative juices really are flowing right now. And so are yours. But you're having to keep yours very secret. His are more about how to navigate his way through these people to get to you. And this karmic thinks he's creative, but he's not. But omens has been seeing omens for the longest time. It's about trouble heading his way, but not listening. Not listening. Ace of Pentacles upright. Yep. Been trying to take away your Ace of Pentacles the whole time, which is, I mean, this is like the blessing from the divine of you get everything you rightfully deserve. You know, the perfect job, the money, the love life, the marriage, the kids, the house, all of it. You are being blessed. 28:58 on the timer because you worked your ass off for it. You were but one person against a whole army of people. But you still had help from the divine and archangels. The chariot in reversed. Uh yeah, the karmic can't keep going. He's done. Because the chariot talks about traveling, either slow traveling, slow movement, or being put to a halt completely. He's been put to a halt completely. He can't take away anything you're trying to manifest. He can't take away the Wheel of Fortune from you. He can't take away your Ace of Pentacles from you, which, also includes your beautiful destiny. Nope. Then you have, what is it, the Four of Wands. Okay, this is talks about how there is no celebration. Families falling apart, weddings, engagements. He was trying very, very hard to put a delay and an end to your Four of Wands, which is your marriage. Not happening. If anything, his marriage done. Eight of Cups upright. Walking away from a situation. You done walked away a long time ago. It's the masculine's turn to walk away. Putting an end to this mess. Doesn't want anything to do with the karmic masculine or any of the karmics in general. Nothing. And all these karmics have to walk away because the law is after them. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. All the rumors about you still being a whore, a slut, a this, a that. No one believes it anymore. And it's gonna stop. It's definitely gonna stop once the karmics have to walk away because they're going to jail. And if anything, it's the karmic's karmic and the masculine's karmic, 3151 on the timer. They're the ones that are the sluts and the whores and prostitutes and just gross people inside and out. But it's more of their personality is just gross. Because they're evil and cold-hearted and sinister and they laugh, at people's suffering. Page of Pentacles upright. Yeah, you got an idea up your sleeve to make money. I'm not saying a fucking thing. And the Ace of Cups upright. You are getting absolute joy. Joy. This is beautiful. I mean, ultimate happiness. Just like the Ace of Pentacles upright, the Wheel of Fortune upright. This is all pure happiness. You've been waiting for this for so fucking long that, I mean, just tears of joy. The other main message, the Lovers upright. That's beautiful. Bathroom break. I gotta look into that because I'm pissed off myself. I'm back 33 when I'm back. But I guess these breaks or bathroom water, whatever, it's better than the other readers who have advertisements. Oh my God. Gotta pay for those advertisements. But anyways, yeah, the next main message here is the Lovers. This is the past. What the hell? The Sun upright. This is happiness, but more so the truth coming out. And because the Queen of Swords upright, this is you. This is you bringing the truth out. And then you have the Nine of Swords reversed. No more stressing. You've been chilling. You've been chilling. You're not stressed out because you know that karma's a bitch. Everything that's been done to you going right back. I think that's that for that. I mean, but over here, this is the upcoming future. The full reversed, karmic, obviously. The full reverse talks about just being reckless, man. Reckless, I mean, with everything. Reckless sex, reckless with money, reckless with their actions, not thinking twice about how it's going to affect others because they're selfish. No new chapter for them. And then you have the Ace of Wands upright. So something here is going to be success. Total success. Look, right next to it again is a Six of Cups upright. What a surprise. Never surprised that the masculine got up the sleeve, whatever. This is gonna be beautiful. It's all gonna be a success. And the Fool in reversed, of course, pissed off, whatever. But let's get some clarifying shit for that. Justice upright. This is awesome. You're all, getting your justice too. Knight of Swords upright. Masculine knows that he's got to take action to speak, to break the silence, basically. Because he's definitely already spoken the truth of his feelings to everybody else. Wow. This could be happening, like I said, sometime at the end of this month, or it's next month. And then you have 5, 6, 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords talks about being caught. Well, the karmic masculine definitely been caught by not just the coven, but private investigators. And I'm really sensing, FBI and the feds, man, because especially when it came to the tax fraud, tax evasion, you know, the government get their money. Trust me. And also, in a way, this talks about how the masculine being caught, or just saying this is when he was caught with speaking his mind about you. Knight of Swords upright. He let it out. He let it out. But I'm thinking that it's more about this coma mierda, this retard here, who's caught with everything. Even with the fact that he was doing magic um against his own coven members, because especially if they disobeyed him. 38 on the timer when I said that. If they disobeyed him in any way with the orders he gave them, because some of them, when they were catching on to what was going on, they're like, dude, that shit's way too far for me. I'm not going there. And so, and the karmic doesn't know how to take no for an answer. So when those people were backing out or saying no, in his mind, he's like, okay, really. To their face, he'd be like, dude, come on, man, and I'm offering this much money, and, come on, how can you turn this much money down? And these other people were like, this much money is not worth going to jail for. Uh-huh. But because of that, did black magic against them. They didn't know that. So, I mean, shitty things would happen to them. And then obviously, karma, boom, shoot back at the karmic masculine. And the rumors about you being the Black Witch here, that's all he would say. See, she's a Black Witch because this is happening to you, and look what's happening to me. And bitch, it's called karma. Okay? Karma everywhere. You fucking around with your own coven members. Okay? And then you getting karmic debt from what you doing to those people, plus the divine feminine too. I mean, it's fucking a ringling bro circus here. And also causing rumors and bullshit. Like I said in the Scorpio reading, causing rumors and bullshit between, I mean, long-term friendships. People that had been friends since high school or married couples because he gets a thrill from watching friendships and relationships end. Got caught for that too. Three of Wands reversed. They're not getting anything that they want. Nothing. What they're getting is jail. Okay, you have Temperance upright. You and your masculine are both level-headed. Okay. See, now, for a while now, for the past year and a half, maybe 2 years now, the masculine been listening to his intuition because he's always been very logical person, but oh, trust me, for quite some time now, he's been kicking himself in the ass for not listening to his intuition when he should have. But you've always listened to your intuition and been practical. Now he's on the same level of listening to the intuition and being practical. Joy. 5, 6, 7 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. These people, oh, they've got the fruit of the labor, but it's all nasty fruit. The fruit is rotten, that nasty. That means karma. Nasty karma. They've been dealing with nasty karma for a while, but it's going to get even worse, especially when they have to serve time. And what I've been sensing for the longest time is depending on who did what, 4334 on the timer, depending on who did what, it could be 10 to 20 years, some people 50, and then 50 to life, but this karmic is for life. Premeditated murder in the first degree and premeditated harm in the first degree. The Two of Cups reversed. Okay, this is talking about how him and the karmic feminine, they no longer work together in a group for magic. They can't. They've lost their powers. At that point, yeah, it's done. Lost the powers and being separated, obviously, divorce, going to jail. And all the karma is because, too, trying to fuck around with a sacred reunion from happening. And once again, I just got the message of this karmic tried to go into competition with the Most High, the Divine, like testing the Divine. And he's got no relationship with the Divine. The Hierophant upright. This is the society, this community of people, which is this coven, that they're all going down the shitter hole, all of them. I'm correct, the Hierophant talks about being a Taurus card, 4554 on the timer. You could have Taurus somewhere in your chart, doesn't have to be. Um, you get to watch these people go down because you're spiritual, you're not religious, okay? And this definitely pissed off the karmic. Trying, I mean, really controlling, trying to force you to get involved in this society, and you're like, not no, but hell, no. Jesus Christ. Uh, the karmic masculine always could have said, oh, if he said Jesus Christ around him, he would have been like, he has no, nothing to do with this bullshit. I think he does. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, no, reverse. Excuse me. Like I said, the Knight of Pentacles, whether it's upright or reversed, slowest moving one. But because it's in reverse, offering dirty money. Still wants to try offering dirty money or have somebody else come to you to offer you dirty money because they cannot be anywhere near you. But you're going to smell the bullshit from a mile away because this dirty money, either, like I said, this either came from prostitution or somebody in the higher ups of this coven who could have connections maybe to the cartel? Some shit like that? And if you accept this money, then they can use it against you if you go to court and you're going to go to jail too. That's what they want. Absolutely not. Whoa. And look, yeah, the devil is out of your energy, out of your space. It's done with. With. Holy shit. Up here, the world is upright. Yeah. Karmic cycle is done with. Okay, with this, the karmic masculine, the world, the karmic cycle, yeah, ya se acabó, it's done. And if somebody does try to offer you dirty money, 4858 on the timer, they're gonna have either a weapon on them or a recorder on them. Yeah. Hold on, let me try and fucking cold. Now I'm cold. Hmm. Wish I had a regular fan, but it is what it is. Transformation, the death card, and it's in reverse. And as I've always said, the death card can mean physical death, which, yeah, There's been several people, 50:05 on the timer, several people in this coven who have died because the energy's got to go back. If they're sending you death spells, the energy from that karma is going to be sent back to them. And, I wouldn't wish that shit upon anybody. Some people could have checked out too because they knew that this crazy fucker wasn't going to stop. And just going to keep racking up legal crime, and they didn't want to be involved. Like I said, also, I sense the karmic done. They're completely fucked up all the time. Drunk all day, every day, fucked up on all kinds of pills all day, every day. Uppers and downers, all kinds of shit. And he's selling. Shit, I think he's selling to minors. But where he's getting the money from, he still owes those bigger drug dealers money. 51:51 on the timer when I said that. He still owes money to the drug dealers that he's getting his shit from. And then he's also selling to minors. But regardless, the death card reversed refuses to change. He refuses to change. Anybody who's still involved in the devil-like energy, they've had plenty of chances to change to be, better versions of themselves, but nope, they're just gonna be reincarnated. And then you have the Three of Swords reversed. It's healing from heartache. I think it's gonna be more of the masculine now, healing from heartache. Because just having to leave everything in the past, everything that he's ever known in the past, people, places, and things. And shocked that there was magic done against him too, and ruining his love life. Like, Jesus Christ, like these people would take shit this far? Yeah, yeah, they did. And the strength reversed for the people who, mainly for the karmic, who did not have any inner strength or underestimated you with how much inner strength you have and the resilience. Yeah, and the three people working together here with the Three of Pentacles talks about group effort. Karmic masculine with his karmic and the masculine's karmic working together. Well, he's giving them orders on how to continue to hurt you. With the Page of Wands in reversed. It's gonna work because you're divinely protected. What part of that don't? They're stupid. What don't they get? And look, the Emperor reversed. I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. And behind it, the Tower upright again. So, yeah, they're facing a tower moment too. Ay. This, like I've said in other recordings, This person, this karmic, is like a tick on a clit that just never goes away. It's like, oh my God. I had a smart ass comment, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. It's a good one. It really is. Mm, it has to do with sex. Oh my God. All right, I gotta be good. Okay. Ooh. Hmm. Ten of swords upright, complete all the swords in your back, utter betrayal. Oh my gosh. The Five of Cups reversed. It talks about a plan that didn't work and they have to walk away. This person's gonna be walking away kicking and screaming because of the law. And then you have the Ten of Wands upright, which means all the burdens and hardships they're dealing with. Oh my God. You know, they've been betrayed by some of their own coven members because he was taking shit way too far, really, and they had to tell somebody, especially when it involved minors. Oh my God. What the hell else? Um, Ten of Cups reversed. Yeah, everybody's falling apart. This karmic family is falling apart. The karmic's personal family falling apart. And they did not want you to have your happy family either. Hmm. But also, too, betrayal that he caused everybody in the karmic family. So he was betrayed by people that told on him, like I said, especially when it came to his involvement with minors. And then he betrayed his own karmic family too, having to walk away from a project that didn't work. Plenty of people having to walk away because the law and the Ten of Wands upright, carrying all the hardships and obstacles now on their back for their karmic debt. The Ten of Cups reversed, like I said, there's no happy family. Karmic family falling apart. Karmic's personal family falling apart. And then they wanted you to never have a happy family. The Seven of Wands. Okay, yeah, this talks about the Seven of Wands upright. It talks about somebody who, one person, trying to defend themselves against a whole group of people. Clearly, the karmic has been trying to defend himself against a whole bunch of people that want to beat his ass. The masculine has also had to defend himself against everybody that's been trying to sway him from not getting back with you. And the whole time, you, one person, fighting against this whole army of people. Age of Controversy. Yeah, this false mini offer of love that in the delusional mind of the karmic he still wants to do, but it's like, what a pest. Just, you think that the feminine is stupid. Wants to try to whisper sweet nothings in her ear, but dude, karmic cycle is over. Over! Five of Swords reversed. Yeah, you can't come up with that. There is no other plan that you can come up with, dude. The karmic cycle, Yasaka. Whoa. The lover's upright. Jesus Christ. Actually doing pretty good on timing. I hope I haven't bored you guys or whatever. You have the Queen of Wands upright. That's you. You're so ready to get moving on with your life, get to work, make money, make shit happen. You finish the projects that you start, even though you know that there's many life projects that can take weeks or months or even years to complete, but you make sure that they're complete. You are the high priestess upright. Okay, you have your intuition is skyrocketing, and they had no fucking idea that you were a high priestess. And then you have five, six, seven, eight of pentacles in reverse. This talks about lack of hard work or someone being really lazy or someone doing a lot of hard work but for fucking evil reasons. The moon in reversed. Secrets and mysteries coming out. They've all come out because you got the sun upright. You have the three of cups upright. This could be talking about either the third party that was constantly involved or celebration. Hold on though, because here, King of Swords reversed. There we go. Part of the karmic. That's characteristic of the karmic as usual. Nasty ass dictator talking shit, thinks he knows everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Really believe that third party right there. Damn it. Clean out my hamburger again. Oh, I'm just an asshole. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, but this personality that's so controlling, it's like Adolf Hitler, bro. Some of y'all may think that that's going a bit and beyond, but no. Because, I mean, worked with a coven that was against you and never wanted to take suggestions from anybody, really. It was his way or the highway. And working dirty work with black magic. That was it. Third party right there. And I mean, you're the Queen of Swords up here, so yeah, the karmic. You've got the King of Wands reversed. Yes. Oh, this person is evil. His terms of hard work and projects is watching his black magic working and torturing people, watching them suffer. He gets off on that. He was totally, before being kicked out of, before your cycle ending, here you are with the karmic, totally enjoying watching you suffer with all kinds of black magic and shit and all the obstacles. And here you have the Ace of Swords reverse that talks about a breakthrough in communication. In a way, when it comes to this story, in a way, this Ace of Swords reverse usually talks about uh, a bad form of communication, a breakthrough in communication, but in a bad sense. Give me a second. Because then over there you have the Five of Wands upright, which talks about arguing. I mean, total fights and arguing like no other. And then you have the Two of Wands up here, right above the King of Wands reversed. Trying to get the two karmics to try to do magic on the masculine's crown chakra with psychic attacks to try to. Number one, it was making a choice between you and his karmic, but he's already made his choice. Now it was the choice between you and the friends. He's already made his choice. It's you, because this is a sacred reunion. And he knows if people are nasty and just sinister and shit. Then you have the seven of cups upright, shiny thing syndrome. Yeah. They want him to think that the grass is still greener on the other side with this karmic, but more so of, excuse me, the old crowd that he associated with. But then you have, yeah, the King of Cups in reverse, a son of a bitch, has no empathy, no sympathy at all. He's enjoyed watching all kinds of relationships and friendships breaking up. And still, yeah, I wanna, hold on. What is this Ace of Swords in reverse, please? Six of Wands upright. Okay. This talks about how you won. You won this whole spiritual warfare and psychological warfare, and you're masculine waking the fuck up. And outsmarting these people too. That's what the hell that's about. Outsmarting those people as well. Because he knows, yeah, they were trying to confuse him on, oh, grass greener on the other side. No. 10 of Pentacles upright. You get everything. Everything. Jackpot. You've got your spiritual inheritance. If there's any financial inheritance, you're getting it. If there's a house that's involved, you're getting it. Every fucking thing they took away from you is coming back. And also with the Six of Wands upright, the only victory that Karmic got, getting caught, causing fights amongst people. That's it. That's all he wanted. Four of Pentacles upright. He's fucked. This talks about, I mean, holding on to your last fucking penny or dollar. But nah, you're not gonna be in that position anymore. The Tower upright again. There is a significant change coming. Let's see this shit. Five of Pentacles upright, being totally left out in the cold. You know, holding on to your last fucking dime and shit, letting out in the cold. This tower's a huge fucking change. Page of Swords thinks that he can. The page is the smallest little fucker, okay? Thinks that he can. This is communication. Thinks that maybe he can talk his way through court when it comes to the judge? Dude, no. No, there's moron. Excuse me. You're not playing the victim, okay? Masculine's not playing the victim, even though technically speaking, you were the victim of this whole project because they wanted to take you out and sacrifice you. Wore this Page of Swords upright. Talking about a male figure vindicating your name. It's your masculine, vindicating your name. You had the Knight of Wands reversed. This karmic has been in competition with your masculine for a while too to see who can get to you first, but no. This Knight of Wands reverse cannot take any action towards you because the cycle is closed. The Empress in reversed. This is, I'm getting both. The karmic's karmic and then your masculine's karmic. Because they're both nasty. Both nasty bitches. So, I mean, the Emperor to the Empress reverse, these are the karmics. You know, Ace of Cups, good for you. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, all good for you. Four of Swords upright. You can chill and rest. You got your Nine of Cups upright, which you're getting what you manifested for. Okay. Queen of Wands upright, you're ready to get shit done. The High Priestess upright. You know, you won everything. You got your Ten of Pentacles upright, you know. You're no longer gonna be out in the cold with no money and shit. They're the Queen of Swords. This has been interesting, Gemini. Not bad. It's interesting. It's like There could be one more hurdle that you guys have to get through, which is, you know, going to court and proving that you're innocent of everything. And we're gonna have, if you have, excuse me, if a lot of you guys are still on your down on your luck financially, you're gonna get help some way, somehow, which could be the top upright as well. Oh, Queen of Cups reversed to the King of Cups reversed. I'm telling you, karmic couple that wanna f with you. Yes. Your karmic masculine with the divine's karmic masculine giving out orders to his karmic and then to your masculine's karmic. Yeah. Because I'm sensing car crash, hitting a pedestrian, or breaking a bone and shit. Oh yeah. Got the lovers upright. This Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, the King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you got one more hurdle, bro, to get over. Excuse me. It could be a financial hurdle or just surviving, this last trap, this last shit that they're throwing at you. Because now, look, at the very end, you got the Knight of Cups upright. That is your true offer of love. Ooh. And maybe small test of last patience. Let me clean this up and get to the other ones. So I learned my lesson yesterday when it came to Scorpio's reading to only take out like 4 cards because they do give a hell of a description. This is pretty fairy gems. One you and this one comes with the index. Okay, so here we go, my gems. Let's see what the fuck's going on. These are these fairies will actually talk about crystals that you should carry with you, okay, or maybe put under your pillow. Jammy jammies. The twins. The twins. Are very quirky. I've known several Geminis in my life, and they're quick on their feet, man. Whoa. They're quick on their feet. They're very quirky. Turquoise. That's really pretty. That's the main card. Turquoise. Okay. It stands for the sky, water, protection, medicine, balance, and the great mystery. There's something in this intense color of turquoise that speaks of the skies and the waters. You can hold it in your hand and feel it as if you are holding a piece of polished sky or a tiny blue-green lake. In the meditation, one of us held a ring set with Persian turquoise, and the message that came through was, I am the soul of the land. Chunk of rough turquoise gave an image of a turquoise sphinx and the words, I am the protector of the great mystery. You will see that both things are true when you encounter the turquoise fairy. He is at once the soul of the land and the protector of the great mystery. Turquoise has been cherished by many cultures, including the ancient Egyptians and Persians and the Thebesians. For the Apache medicine people, it was the most important stone, the one that gave power to one's medicine. In the deserts of the American Southwest, where water is so obviously the life force, turquoise was a sacred stone offered when praying for rain. According to a Navajo belief that is both observed meteorology and absolute poetry, turquoise was given as an offering to the wind spirits because when the wind stopped, the rains would come, and what the blowing wind actually sought was turquoise. The Navajos also believed that a turquoise bead worn in the hair was a protection from lightning. The Aztecs would place a turquoise bead in the mouth of the dead as an offering to the gods. Pueblo peoples would put a piece of turquoise beneath the floor when a house or kiva was built. In Persia, turquoise was worn as protection from the evil eye, and in Renaissance Europe, as protection from falling from a horse. A profoundly healing spirit, the turquoise fairies card often appears when you are cut off from the people or things that truly nurture you. She asks you to consider what you love but haven't been paying much attention to. Perhaps a favorite place, a friend you haven't seen for a while, or even a beloved book or fairy tales. And find a way to let those things back into your life. Go toward that which delights you. As turquoise has long been a protection for journeys, the turquoise fairy is also a good traveling companion, and if you invite her along, she may serve as a kind of guardian angel. Hold a piece of turquoise, feel the stone's smooth surface, and connect with the fairy who delights in blue skies and green waters. She says, you hold inside you skies and lakes, those places where you can restore your spirit and find renewal and balance. That's nice. Mm. Got this yesterday for Scorpio. Ooh, and this too. Wow. And the emerald. Let's see. I'm leaving it at that. Clearly, you Geminis need to hear this, just like the Scorpios did. Oh, Ruby. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. See why I'm only taking out a small amount of cards because yesterday when I took out all the shit I did in the long descriptions, I had to make a part two for Scorpio. I was like, oh my fucking god. Okay, Ruby 165. Okay, Ruby it stands for heart's desire, life force, sensuality, and passion. In the old ballads and poems, the fairy queen is a hauntingly beautiful creature who grants humans their deepest desires, often at a terrible price. She's a seductress, an alluring, powerful, and sensual figure who lives by a moral code that isn't particularly concerned with human definitions of right and wrong. She is the ultimate taboo. Many of the stories about her were coded warnings about the dangers of giving in to sensuality, with the queen and her court portrayed as indolent, selfish, even cruel creatures, caring only for their own pleasures. One of the ruby fairies who appeared during the meditation was indeed a fairy queen, that glittering sensuality, that surety in her powers, seduction. Though she's a creature who freely gives and takes pleasure, there was no cruelty in her and no selfishness. The ruby fairy is a generous spirit, boldly daring us to follow our own desires, bliss, and sexuality. Her card may appear if you've been living timidly, afraid to attempt new challenges or move towards new relationships. You want change? I'll show you change, she offers, encouraging you to reach for your heart's desire. She asks only that you move forward with awareness and compassion, taking full responsibility for your own actions. Anything less is not worthy of. Like all true monarchs, the Ruby Fairy Queen has an unshakable sense of her own self worth and is unafraid to speak her truth. She reminds you that you too have this innate grace inside you that you can summon, especially if you're feeling put down. She is our bridge to that regal spirit. During our meditation, the second ruby fairy appeared. She is the radiance at the center of the earth, the physical manifestation of the planet's life force and vitality. Ancient as this planet, she has also held great sadness, and so she embodies unbounded compassion and forgiveness. According to India's ancient Vedas, the ruby's brilliant color comes from an inner fire that can neither be extinguished nor hidden. A radiant, passionate creature, the ruby fairy is the divine spark incarnate. Her card will also appear if you're caught in darkness or hopelessness. She is the pulsing energy that breaks through the paralysis of grief, indifference, or the inability to act. She lends her flame to help you light the way out, encouraging you to draw on your own inner strength and compassion. She also reminds you that you can draw on the earth's life force, as it is part of your own divine nature. There you go. Next one is garnet. Garnet. Friendship, metamorphosis, illumination, and strength. The garnet fairies are among the most available of the gem fairies. They're a convivial group, social and cheerful, banishing darkness and sadness whenever they appear. Like brownies, they're common but uncommon. Although they may appear ordinary, garnet fairies are shapeshifters who can shift into their true dazzling form in a heartbeat. Garnet fairies tend to come into your life easily. Often they're unseen moving in a crowd, but once they choose to visit, they get to work quickly, landing on your heart, protecting, balancing, and giving strength and energy when they're most needed. The garnet fairy often appears in times of uncertainty or when you're feeling alone or unconnected to the fabric of life. She asks you to first look among the people and things you consider ordinary and may take for granted, for in them you may find a true strength and grounding. If you're in pain or need aid, she then goes to work on your heart, bringing light to the darkest corners, restoring energy, strength, and balance, bringing riches and joy. She is a great one for friendship. To her, friends are joy, and drawing her card is often a sign that your friends are the ones you need to turn to now. Y'all, not the friends from the past, though. Oh, if you're without friends, ask for help, wear the stone, or keep it on you and see who comes into your life. That's citrine next. Hope y'all are still with me. I am definitely good on time since I did not take out so many. Oh, citrine is 67. Okay, talks about abundance, playfulness, joy, generosity, and multiplicity. Citrine fairies are sensuous, playful, often outrageous creatures of golden light. Listen and you can hear their raucous laughter. If you are lucky enough to catch sight of them, they're lucky to be rolling down hills or doing backflips. Their energy is about abundance, calling sunlight down into the waters of the earth and then sending it out again. And the gold of wheat fields, daffodils, sunflowers, and the irrepressible dandelions. Wealth is also their domain. They bring gold up out of the rivers and streams, panning for it with abandon and with joy, offering it back up to the sunlight. They tell us that true treasure is fluid, moving through earth and through our bodies. As healers, they can be called on to help strengthen the body's fluid, lymphatic, and circulatory systems. These fairies are also quite aware that money can attract all sorts of weirdness. They have no patience for those who use wealth to manipulate or control, or for those who are miserably greedy or self aggrandizing. To those fairies, these attitudes pervert the spirit of abundance, and for those who traffic in them, they offer only fairy gold, those sparkling golden illusions that turn to dried leaves as soon as they are grasped. The citrine fairy card is often a sign that you are shifting to a place or phase where you can fully open to and participate in the spirit of abundance. Good things are streaming towards you, and you need only be open to them and enter the cycle of gratefully accepting gifts and then giving them back, especially to those in need. The citrine fairies card may also come up when one is having problems with money or when finances seem blocked, sluggish, or anemic. She is a generous spirit, allied with the Hindu goddess Lakshmi, who invites us to approach wealth as a creative act of drawing in energy and then sending it out again. She encourages the flow of resources and does so in a playful manner, telling us not to take things, even money, too seriously. Wealth is to be enjoyed and shared and used to nourish body and spirit, as the sunlight nourishes the earth and its waters. Hmm. Jade card talks about connection with ancestors, divine blessing, longevity, good fortune, and dreamstone. In ancient China, jade was called Yu and was known as the stone of heaven, symbolizing divine blessings. It was said to be the literal condensation of the air between heaven and earth that not only bridged the two realms but served as a direct link to the ancestors. Drawing the jade fairy opens you to the echoes of the ones who came before, to the wisdom of the ancients and their blessings. The jade fairy, who bring visions of mountain streams and cloud formations, works gently, strengthening your connection with both blood and spiritual kin. Choosing this card tells you that no matter how frightening or difficult things may be, you can draw on support from the ancestral realms. If you're stuck, the Jade Fairy urges you to study the past. There are gifts for you there that will serve you well in the present and future. In the East, jade is known as a stone of good fortune, and the Jade Fairy's card is often a harbinger of good things to come, the unfolding of blessings. These particular blessings will come from your ancestors or those with whom you've had strong bonds in past lives. As the ones who came before include fairies, make sure that you acknowledge and honor any fairy gifts you may receive. Because jade can serve as a connection to our ancestors, it can also be a link to karma. If you are caught in destructive cycles, drawing the jade fairy urges you to find the help you need in choosing fresh alternatives and changing old karma and creating new, healthier patterns. One of the messages that came through in the Jade meditation was That which obscures then reveals. This is the cloud nature of the jade fairy, a call to look at the things that block and hide the truth. Examine them carefully to see what they conceal. Jade is also known to bring visions or dreams. Tuck this card or the stone under your pillow before you go to sleep and ask it to send you the information that you need. Nice. Last one is emerald. I love emerald. Emerald, page 75. I went right to it. Holy shit. Spring, renewal, inspiration, clear sight, and memory. Emerald is a direct connection with the divine Earth Mother. The first emerald fairy who appeared in the meditation was a brilliant green forest dweller who was the embodiment of the rising green life of all trees and plants. She said that every forest has at least one of her kind. The second emerald fairy held a faceted oval emerald in her outstretched hand and moved backward, as if beckoning for us to follow her into fairy. She was temptation, a common thread in stories of the Fae. She told us that the emerald fairies are among those who connect fairy ointment. This magic balm, often described as an emerald green salve made out of four-leaf clovers, allows mortals to see through fairy glamour the enchantment cast by the Fae to conceal themselves and their realm. Fairy ointment also allows mortals to see the true nature of the Fae. In the old stories, this sometimes revealed that a fairy palace was actually a hovel. Occasionally, it would reveal a world filled with dancing fair folk. Often in these stories, the presumptuous humans who used this magical salve would then be blinded by the fairies as punishment, the message being that mortals were never meant to break the fairy magic. The emerald fairies have no interest in punishing humans. Emeralds are often connected with clairvoyance, and the emerald fairies want us to be clear-sighted about our realm and the realms of enchantment. Yes, an invitation to follow the emerald fairy to her realm is a seduction. Those glittering green gems are alluring, but she reminds you that not all seductions end badly. Being seduced by beauty is often what calls forth the inner artist. You can lose your heart to the vibrant green beauty of the emerald fairy and use that intoxicating energy to recharge your creative vision. Drawing the emerald fairy card signifies that you are entering a period of renewal and rebirth. Welcome the energy of new ideas and passions pouring into you and let go of older habits that no longer serve you. There's a purity in the emerald that should be honored. So take care to treat this new infusion of energy or new direction with great respect. Also treat it with tenderness, for the emerald fairy, like the stone, is delicate and fragile. One of the interesting things about emeralds is that though they're connected with spring and rebirth, they're also considered a stone that strengthens memory. So know that even as you enter new phases and new modes of being, you can do so without losing what you value from the past. Nice. The last one here is the Love Tarot. It's a new love deck. Hope you guys are still with me, Geminis. Last one here. It's time for lunch. Okay. Geminis, Geminis. Whoops. My twins, my Geminis. Some of you guys are meant to have twin boys. Two more shuffles. Hmm. Will you listen? So many things I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? Will you believe me? I think this goes for both the masculine and the feminine, because there's been so much that's happened. Missing you. I miss you. I wish things were different. Tears says, when I think about you, I cry. Let the past go. Can we rewind time and go back to before we were both broken down by life? Our pasts hold us back from our future. Let these people from the past go because they have been holding you guys back from each other. This isn't goodbye. I don't want to walk away, but it's what's best for me and us right now. This isn't goodbye. We will be together again soon. See, when it wasn't a goodbye, yo, it was a combination, like I said, of black magic and money bribery and shit. But in the feminine's heart, she knew that there was unfinished business here and that y'all would get back together. Unclear. I don't know how I feel about this connection anymore. I swear to God, at least for me, from black magic being done, and I could tell with my masculine that shit didn't feel clear. It was weird. Your perfection, your beauty amazes me. I'm not sure how I attracted in someone like you, but I'm forever grateful. Out of the, when it comes to the masculine's dating history, you are like gold. And I'm not saying that to sound pretentious or whatever, but it's like if you really do look at their history of dating and the people that they've been with, you're nothing like them. This was in the past, showing out. I'm acting like I don't care about what happened between us, but I do. I just want to appear unbothered. Need time to heal. Right now, I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self love. This isn't about you, it's about me. This was the dark night of the soul, y'all. Is it true? I heard you were dating somebody. Is it true? Please tell me it isn't. There were a lot of rumors going around, y'all, and I think that this was one of the rumors. But there was a time when your masculine was dating somebody else, but he was a black witch, okay? And I'm feeling that it was a setup that he didn't know about, but it didn't last because it's not meant to. It's simple, really. How do I feel? I want you, us, forever. Can't make this shit up. And you're mysterious. I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me. Never really know where I stand with you. In the past, because your masculine could have had an issue with expression, with communication. Look, you're so special. You're truly divine. I've never felt energy like yours before, and I can't get enough. There you go, Geminis. All right. Love you. Bye bye.